You know, I've been all over the world, you know, but they're just material things.
Wow.
They don't mean anything to me anymore. But last year, I was living in Wigan Park. I was drinking a lot. I thought that was, you know, that was my comfort, you know. Ignoring the one who is comforting me, who's always with me, who never ever leaves me. You know, no matter what I've done wrong, it's always been there.
Did you feel like there was something missing? Did you feel something when you was going down that way? Did you feel like God was calling you, or you know, calling you back?
Well, it goes back to kind of like last year, and I was just in this deep, deep, dark pit. I could see no light. I couldn't climb and get out of this pit. I just couldn't. So I decided to try and take my own life. Yes, I did, and I was very, very poorly. And I was in hospital for nearly 6 weeks. This is when I first met Lita. She came and she prayed. She prayed at my bedside. I've never met this woman before. I never met this woman before, and she prayed, her and Philip. And I survived.
You was meant to survive. You survived.
I survived, but still, you know, a few months ago, I still turned my back on him. You know, I turned my back on everybody, didn't I, Lita? Everybody. I just had my phone and I went block, 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 block. That's what I did. I just didn't want to speak to anybody or be with anybody. You know, and then just one day I woke up and it was like, what on earth are you doing? What on earth are you doing? You know, you've got this wonderful person who died on the cross for you, and look what you're doing. How dare you? How dare you do such a thing? And at the time I couldn't see that it was selfish, but it was. My eldest daughter, she took it really bad. She had to have counselling for it. She took it so bad, you know. But it was just, how dare you, when someone just died on the cross so I could be here, and I was just saying, I don't want to be here, I'd sooner be dead. That was selfish, so selfish. But I'm back. I'm back.
With a vengeance.
Yeah, I am back. I'm back where I belong. And I know I will get my own home. I know I will get a little job. But it's not in my time, it's in God's time, it's in Jesus' time. But He'll give them me. Because He wants the right things for me. Not just any council house, or He wants the right job for me, He wants the right home for me, close to my family. And I'll get it. I will get it. God's time. Because He loves me. And He's always been there. You know, and that prayer, footprints in the sand, have you heard of that?
Yeah.
You know, it's beautiful. You know, whenever you was at your bad times, there was only one set of footprints. You know, and you know, you challenged God, and He said, no, it was then that I carried you. It was then that I carried you when you was at your worst. How marvellous is that? You know, it is, it's just wonderful. And we just take things for granted sometimes. You know, we really do. And we shouldn't. And like I said this morning's prayer, you know, stay awake, stay alert.
Thank you. Well
You know, Satan knows his time's
Oh yeah.
short.
He wants to take as many as possible.
He knows his time is short. And he does. He wants to pounce on so many people. But guess what, Satan? You've not got me.
Amen.